Hey, are you there, Tilly?
Good morning, Lucia. What's the matter?
Could you pick up my child and take care of him for a while?
What?
I'm busy, unlike you, so just do it for me, okay?
Hold on. This is just too sudden. Why do I need to take care of your child?
Well, I inherited the ownership of a luxury hotel my mother-in-law owned when she was hospitalized.
That's the first time I heard that.
It starts from today. A large group of visitors is going to be staying during the weekend, so I'm going to be really busy. Which is why I'm asking you, the mother who looks like she has the most time on her hands, to take care of my child. I'll probably be asking similar favors of you from now on, okay?
Wait, hold on. That hotel! My husband and I are going to be staying there over the weekend.
Huh? What? Oh, you at a luxury hotel?
We made a reservation 6 months back.
Oh, what's the occasion?
It's me and my husband's 15th anniversary. His parents are going to be taking care of his son, so there's no way I'll be able to manage your child as well.
Are you sure about this?
Huh?
The lodging expenses are $500 per night. Someone as poor as you won't be able to stay here.
We already made the reservation, so we obviously know the prices.
You knew and still made the reservation? You don't seem to be getting it. This is a luxury hotel. It's not some cheap lodging people like you go to. Do you understand?
Of course I understand that's a luxury hotel, but we're not as poor as you think we are, you know?
Is that so?
Anyways, I won't be able to take custody of your child. My husband and I have plans to stay at your hotel this weekend. We look forward to it. Good morning, Lucia. Is now a good time?
Oh, if it isn't Tilly. So you decided to take care of my child for me after all?
I'm talking about our reservations. We tried checking in earlier, but we were told it was canceled.
What?
The concierge even said that we had to pay the cancellation fee in full, since the cancellation was made this morning. But I don't remember making any cancellations, and neither does my husband. Care to explain what's going on?
What do you mean, explain? If it was canceled, it was canceled. That's all there is to it. Could you just pay the cancellation fees and go home? I'm busy preparing for the group of visitors right now. Just because we're friends doesn't mean I can give you special services. So go home.
But we didn't cancel it. Even if we can no longer stay here, I'm not going home until I get a satisfactory answer.
I said it was canceled. That's all there is to it. If you won't go home, I'll call the police.
Fine. I'll just ask Mrs. Eleanor, the real owner of this hotel.
What? My mother-in-law?
Is there anyone else? I wasn't going to call her since she's in the hospital, but an acquaintance of mine who works here as a waitress said she's fine now. Apparently, she can give orders in case something happens, so I'll ask her.
What? How do you know her contact information? You know one of our waitresses? Tilly?
Lucia.
Oh, finally a reply. What did you do?
I told Mrs. Eleanor about what happened. She told me to tell you that you're fired.
Oh, what?
She also said don't call yourself the owner when you're just a waitress. She said she might have to fire you from your job as a waitress as well.
Why? It's true I was a waitress until now, but my husband has no female relatives, so I automatically become this hotel's proprietress now that Miss Eleanor is hospitalized. I was just trying to take over for her. Why am I fired?
I told Mrs. Eleanor that her reservation was canceled abruptly, so she asked the front desk about it. When they checked the security footage for this morning,
Security footage?
they saw you canceling our reservations.
What?
Apparently, you have high-quality security cameras that can capture screens clearly.
The cameras were that good?
Apparently, that being the case, Mrs. Eleanor said that the fake proprietress, Lucia Harper, needs to pack her bags and go home.
No, But this is my chance now that my mother-in-law's in the hospital.
Mrs. Eleanor is probably going to contact you later, but apparently she asked her nephew, who's experienced running a hotel, to take care of things while she's gone.
What?
Mrs. Eleanor's hospitalization was so sudden, so apparently she just got here.
What? She's already here?
Apparently, she was already going to come here next month to train under Mrs. Eleanor.
What? I wasn't the one who was going to inherit the hotel?
She said the staff was already told about it. You didn't hear? I find it difficult to believe that someone who can't even listen announcements is fit to become the next propertess. Not to mention that she just cancels the reservations of customers.
What? You're the one to blame. Poor people like you shouldn't come to luxury hotels in the first place. I was just trying to make sure you didn't throw away all your money.
Stop messing around. Why do you keep calling me poor?
But the things you wear are always so shabby.
What, shabby?
You only wear cheap clothes from fast fashion stores. The fact that you live with your husband's family, too? You have to depend on your husband's parents since you have no money, right?
Is that why you keep calling me poor?
You were probably lying back there, too.
You mean how Mrs. Eleanor's nephew is in charge while she's gone?
Yes, it's all a lie, isn't it? There's no way someone like you knows Miss Eleanor's contact information anyways.
I know her contact information from work.
What? Work?
I'm a writer for a travel magazine.
Huh?
The waitress I said who was my acquaintance, she's the one who showed me around when I wrote an article on the hotel.
A writer for a travel magazine? You?
I stopped writing when I got married and had children. But I decided to start doing it again thanks to my son and husband's support. I told my husband's parents about it, and I was able to get a job writing a special article for a travel magazine my brother-in-law is the chief editor of. The theme was luxury hotels a couple would go to for their 15th anniversary.
A special article for a travel magazine? And you chose this hotel?
Yes, the plans for an interview were ruined thanks to you, though.
Well...
While Mrs. Eleanor was checking the security footage, I was explaining the situation to my brother-in-law. Thanks to you, they have nothing to put in the special feature section, and trying to figure out what to do.
But why not just pretend there was never any cancellation? There are rooms available, so everything will be alright if you just stay there instead, no?
I think that's impossible.
Why?
The room me and my husband were supposed to stay at is now the playhouse of your children, because you can find anyone to take care of them, right? One of the waitresses checked the room because of complaints from the other customers. Apparently, they destroyed the shelves and cabinets and wrote on the walls and floors with a marker. The room was a mess, she said.
You're kidding!
I was planning on making that room the center of my article, but it seems that's impossible now.
I had no idea this would happen.
Also, it seems your children were taken away and scolded in the staff room.
What?
Where was their mother during all this?
Well...
You should probably just show yourself in the situation.
Tilly! Answer my calls! Oh, what should I do? My husband divorced me!
Oh, hi, fake propertiss.
Oh, don't call me that, will you?
During yesterday's mess, you were cheating on your husband with another guy in one of the rooms, weren't you? Not only that, but you pretended to be in charge and made a mess of things, even ruining one of the hotel's best rooms. The article, which was supposed to give your hotel some publicity, was delayed, along with the campaign that was planned to start with its release. No wonder you were divorced.
Oh, can't you do something about this? My husband is suing me for the cheating. That alone is enough to make my head hurt. But I have to pay for the damages my kids paid to the room and all sorts of other fines. I don't even have a job anymore now that I was fired.
Oh, is that so? That must be tough.
Yes, it is!
Good luck!
Huh? What's with your tone?
I'll block you now.
Wait! I'm being asked to pay a huge amount of money! What am I supposed to do on my own? Tilly!
I couldn't really have done anything if I wanted. I heard Lucia's parents cut ties with her after this incident, and her husband got custody of their child after the divorce. She isn't close with any of her other relatives either, so she's completely on her own basically. The guy she was cheating on her husband with too disappeared after paying the fine. She now lives alone in a tiny apartment, without even enough money to move even if she wanted to. Apparently, she works part-time jobs, but is basically useless when it comes to work. Even though she's got tons of debt, it seems that it's only a matter of time before she gets fired again.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Rachel, I need to speak to you about something.
Hey, Wilfred, what's up? You're on the way to work right now, right? Did you forget something?
No, I quit my job.
What?
I handed in my notice a little while back.
What? What the hell are you talking about? You still have a sleep? Why would you make such an important decision without telling me?
Because if I told you I was thinking of quitting my job, you would have probably been opposed to it, right?
Duh, obviously.
And you would have asked me the reason I wanted to quit, wouldn't you?
Of course I would have.
Right? That's why I quit without telling you.
There are so many things wrong with this, I don't even know where to begin. Well, why did you quit then?
Well, about that. You see, what happened is... I found true love.
Excuse me?
My new partner's the daughter of the CEO of a certain company. She made me a coffee when I met her for the first time when I became sales manager for the project with that new client. That became the spark that grew into the burning fire of passion that is our love. When I asked about her family, she told me she was an only child. That means her father expects her to marry someone who will become CEO of his company one day.
So what? You're divorcing so you can marry the daughter of a CEO? Doesn't that just make you a gold digger?
No, it wasn't like that. It just so happened that the woman I fell in love with has a CEO for a dad. I didn't even find out until a while after. I love her, and she loves me. Our love is the essence of purity itself. I hope you can somehow understand and be happy for the two of us and give us your blessing.
I seriously don't even know where to start. You have a son, for crying out loud! What about Peter? Where does he stand in all of this? You should know better than to do something like this as a fully grown man with a 17-year-old son.
I accept this isn't fair on you and Peter. But the flames of our burning passion cannot be extinguished. I should have already received my severance package, so I'm willing to send you all of it as compensation. Think of it as my way of saying sorry. I won't go after any of your assets during the divorce either.
No, it's not the money I'm upset about, Wilfred.
I left the divorce papers hidden under the pillow of the bed I've been sleeping on recently.
Divorce papers?
I'd like you to sign and hand them in today if possible. I sent you my house key in an envelope, which should be arriving over the next few days.
Would you stop moving the discussion forward without even giving me a chance to speak? Anyway, tell me who the hell the CEO's daughter woman is. Do I know her?
I don't want you causing her any problems.
What? Like I'd do that? We spent years of our life together. You're my husband, damn it! I think that gives me a right to at least ask questions.
That's enough for now. I'm heading over to her place. Make sure you take good care of Peter for me.
Don't you dare, Wilfred, wait! How dare you end the discussion when you feel like it without letting me say my piece? Ugh, I barely recognize you anymore. Rachel, are you there? Huh? Anya? I haven't heard from you in ages. What's up? Will you please do something about this? This? Wilfred is your husband, right? Sorry, I don't follow. What's going on? He stood outside my house as we speak, and he won't stop shouting. What? What is he shouting? I floated down like a petal on the breeze to be with you, who shines more brightly than anyone else across the earth or the seven seas. The day has come when our love may finally blossom before all men, no longer fearing what other may think, being stopped by nothing or no one ever again. I hereby swear on our eternal love, my precious darling, my honey dove. I think I'm gonna be sick. Please help me, I'm begging you. I'm so sorry to speak about your husband in this way, but from the bottom of my heart, this is the cringiest thing I've ever seen. Besides, it's getting late and he's bothering the neighbors. He's creeping me out big time and I needed to stop. Please do something, anything! Look, you see, the thing is, Anya, me and Wilfred got a divorce. A what? He divorced me out of nowhere over text message just this morning. When I realized he'd even prepared the divorce papers so they were ready to be handed in after I'd signed them, I soon understood. There was absolutely no stopping him. Our son said, I don't want anything to do with Dad who stabs my mom in the back for some other woman. I'm also pretty set on it myself after the way he treated me. So I went and handed the divorce papers in this evening. What the? So, I hope you understand, but I have to ask you this just in case. But are you and Wilfred having that kind of relationship? No, we are absolutely not! Wow, that was a fast reply. You know I got married 6 months ago, right? Yeah, that's why I was so confused. Sorry for asking you something so weird. It really was just to make 100% sure. I never actually thought you'd do something like that. Oh, it's fine, don't worry about it. Look, the thing is, I have to make it to the airport now, and with Wilfred outside my house acting crazy like this, I'm kinda in a panic and I don't know what to do. Huh? You're going to the airport at this time? Our flight departs in the middle of the night. Me and my husband are going on our honeymoon. My husband's heading out directly from work, and the plan is to meet him at the station. But I don't feel safe leaving the house with him out there. I see. Give me a minute, Anya. I'm gonna message him. I'm so sorry about all of this. Wilfred, where are you right now? I can see the red mark on my messages, so you clearly didn't block me. There's something important I want to talk to you about. It's about Anya.
What? Anya? How do you know about Anya? I won't let you do anything to her! Think very carefully about what you do next!
Nope, that's my line. Anyway, As how for I know Anya? She's the daughter of the CEO of the company I used to work at. We used to see each other nearly every day for years.
Huh? Wait, that was before we were married, right? So it must have been what, over 18 years ago?
That's right. We've known each other since we were little kids. She thinks of me as her big sister from another mother. We get along amazingly, and she's always there for me when I needed someone to talk to. Despite not having seen each other in a while, we're still in regular contact.
Really? This is a seriously weird coincidence.
Now putting that aside, more importantly, Wilfred, where the hell are you right now? And what the hell are you doing to Anya? That poor woman.
What am I doing? What do you mean? I just proposed, that's all.
That's all? You make it sound normal. What the hell are you doing bothering her at this time of night?
Me and you are divorced now. I had to let Anya know how I truly feel about her as soon as possible, day or night, rain or shine. Me and her are soulmates, you know?
Have you ever heard the term disturbing the peace? You're causing a nuisance to the neighbors. The police will probably come if you don't cut it out soon.
Don't talk silly. Not a person alive could call my emotion-filled, dramatic declarations of undying love a nuisance. This is a thing of beauty. The neighbors are probably being moved to tears as we speak. If anything, they'll probably all be out on the streets soon, clapping and cheering in unison, breaking down in fits of emotion, giving their blessings for the birth of a new love.
God, I can just picture you loitering outside her house with a smug, self-satisfied look on your face.
Right? So does that mean you'll be giving us your blessing too, Rachel?
No, I was insulting you.
Huh?
Here's the thing. Anya is already married.
Huh?
The fact that you and her haven't even exchanged contact details should really tell you something.
No, me and Anya are soulmates.
No, that's entirely a mistaken assumption on your part. You're jumping to the wrong conclusion. Making a dangerous misunderstanding of the highest order.
What? No!
I was at Anya and her husband's wedding. Paul's a great guy who I've known for a while, and the two of them are very much in love.
No, that doesn't make sense. Anya made me a coffee and smiled at me. In that moment, I felt the love in her gaze. That kind of intensity can't be faked.
I see. So that's where your dangerous misunderstanding of the highest order sprouted from.
Wrong! I'm not misunderstood. Me and Anya are in love. There has to be some explanation. He must have forced her to marry him. Oh God, is my sweet honey flower in danger?
Oh, yeah. And then there's the issue of who's set to inherit the role of CEO at Anya's dad's company.
Aha! That's it! I'm going to be the next CEO. Of course she's going to choose me. This is the ultimate proof of mine and Anya's love.
Nope. Sorry to have to break this to you, but Anya herself is set to become CEO within the next 2 or 3 years.
Huh?
Which is why, Wilfred, you won't be getting a look-in.
Ah! No way! I quit my job already! What am I supposed to do now?
I'll tell you exactly what you're supposed to do now. You need to get the hell away from Anya's house and stop bothering her and the neighbors.
But...
Her and Paul are leaving for their honeymoon tonight.
their honeymoon?
Apparently, she's too scared to leave the house because you're hanging around outside shouting at the top of your lungs, making your cringy proposal.
Cringy? She thinks I'm cringy?
Yes, she thinks you're so cringy that she practically begged me to help her.
Oh my god!
So cringy that if you keep hanging around despite not being welcome, the police are probably gonna be called. If someone hasn't called them already, that is.
Am I really cringy? This can't be! Say it isn't so!
Anya told me that peeping through a crack in the curtains, she saw my ex-husband's expression suddenly shift to one of terror as he hightailed it out of the neighborhood. I was so pleased he knew when to give up, or so I thought. Next, he showed up to what used to be his old home to see me and my son. But he's a stranger now, and I have no reason to let strangers, and creepy mentally unhinged ones at that, into my house. When I pretended I wasn't home, he began reciting romantic poetry through a letterbox, declaring his undying love for me and his desire to return to his old family life. I promptly called the cops, and before I knew it, he was being escorted home in the back of the police car. After that, word of his misdeeds reached his parents, who, fearing the risk he posed to society, forced him to go and live with them in the countryside. Last I heard, he's looking for a job right now, but between his job prospects looking dim because he's well past his prime, and the weight of the realization that he made a misunderstanding of epic proportions, as well as the accompanying hit to his self-esteem, and finally, the sense of loss brought about by realizing his true love thought he was a creepy weirdo, it's probably only a matter of time before his transformation into a full-blown NEET is complete.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.